The day has finally come. We are going to renovate the Nether. Because I've been wanting to do this for a long time because of how just absolute disaster area this place is. Like, look at the ceiling. I mean, there's just random farms here that we never use. Oh, not even to mention the portals. Okay, look at this. Oh yeah, there's a portal. That's not too bad. Oh, there's a couple paths. Oh, there's 3 paths. Oh man, you want to go to like one of these portals? Oh, there's like another path that goes back. There's a path that goes here. There's a portal here. I think there's another portal that way. There's a path that goes sideways. Like, what a oh my word, it's a maze in here. Yeah, honestly, the portal area is pretty much just a maze. Like, you get a portal there, you got a portal here. Like, what does this portal go to? I don't know. It's not even marked. Then you got like pathways to go here. Oh yeah, look at that. Stronghold question mark. I don't even know where my own portals go. So we need to fix this whole Nether. Oh my, look at this. Yeah, we're gonna fix some stuff today. So first things first, I think the biggest problem with this area is that it's all nether wastes. Because of how old it is, it's like there's just netherrack for miles. Like, there's no basalt, there's no blackstone, no nothing. So I think that we could set up some of this warped nylium, and that would brighten the place up quite a bit, make it look a little more cultured. Oh, there must have been a creeper explosion. That's a janky tree. So I don't want to just go vanilla like warped forest either. I thought it might be interesting if we had like tiny patches of crimson nylium mixed in. So we'd have it be mostly this blue stuff, and then... Oh, what? Does it always prioritize the crimson stuff? Or is it random? What? I've never done this before. No, the blue is losing. Okay, maybe we'll just do this. This is actually pretty good randomizer. I like that. And then we can just grow the trees afterwards. And that way we can get a decent mix of both, because you don't want it to just be like too happy and nice, right? With all the blue everywhere. Because it is the Nether. So you don't want to be here too long. So I had another sort of a strange idea of blocks we could use in the Nether. Yeah, so this is where I get my snow. And I thought snow looked kind of good with warped nylium. Now, why in the world would I think snow goes good with warped nylium? Well, there's actually this snow block that has been in here for a very long time. I was waiting for it to melt, and I just never removed it because I kept coming into the Nether being like, oh, it hasn't melted yet, and then go on and do, you know, whatever, go off to the portals or something. And so it sat here for like a few years probably. And anyway, when I put the warped nylium next to it, it actually looks kind of good. And to top it all off, there is a polar bear in here. I have removed him from the Nether a couple of times, and he seems to not want to leave. He keeps coming back. So I thought maybe we could make like a nice like snowy-ish place for him, and we could separate it from the crimson nylium because that looks more, you know, fiery or something. So that might be kind of cool. And I brought some carved pumpkins because I want to see if we can maybe expedite this a little bit. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, so snow golems take damage in the Nether. That's fine. I'll just collect all the snow in the overworld and place it manually. Maybe we could have sort of a mixture of this warped... What is this called? Warped wart block, not warped nylium. Maybe we could mix it in with the snow. Like, that has a really... Oh no, I fell down. It has like a whimsical coloring to it, which is kind of nice. Sort of the opposite of the Nether, which is perfect. Snap. I'm already out of bones. Can I... Do these backwards craft? They do. Okay, that's good. We probably will need even more than is here. Wow, even this is already making it look significantly better. Like, just running around with bone meal. But look at this too. If I like alternate which side I bone meal, and then I go through the center and just like break it up, and maybe remove some on some of the sides so it's not just like constant. You got this kind of like cool vegetation path thing going on. It looks pretty nice. Aha. Looks like we got some of these lantern-y things. Shroom lights. I can never remember the names of the blocks. I just know what they look like, you know? I think eventually it would take a while to farm it all up, but I think eventually we would replace the torches with shroom light too. And that has even a cooler look. We could potentially put something on top. I wonder if we could put a snow pad on top. Does it melt? That's the real question. Actually, does it let light through? I don't think it does. Yeah, it looks a little weird. Alright, we could just leave the shroom lights. The shroom lights look pretty good, so I think it'll be okay. So if we're going to farm the shroom lights and also the warped blocks, the warped blocks, and the regular warp wart? We're going to need some scaffolding, basically, if we want to get the nether trees. So I got a little bamboo farm, and we should be able to get a lot scaffolding. So I want to make the ceiling taller to accommodate the full-grown nether trees, but I don't really know exactly how tall to make it. So I thought of a kind of a fun idea. We're gonna grow the trees, and then we're just gonna try and find the top of them, basically. Where's my scaffolding? So whatever height they grow to, or do they not grow through the netherrack? What a bummer. Dreams shattered in an instant. Does that mean that this one didn't? How sad. There's nothing above there. I might have to regrow these ones because they're gonna look a little weird when we clear everything out. All right, new plan. We dig out up a ways and clear out an area, and then we'll just grow a tree and see how close it gets to the ceiling. And if it's too close, we can extend the ceiling further. That should be a pretty decent area. Should be able to see how tall these... Ow! I broke them way too fast. It was a bit of a mistake. Okay, so let's go ahead and grow. How about let's put it on the blue stuff? Yes. That will make a difference. Boom! Oh, it's a short one. Okay. I think they can get quite a bit taller than that, so let's... I guess we could just chop this one down. Reuse this spot. You know, I did actually make a netherite tool for this. I should probably use it. I think I have a netherite hoe, actually. I wonder if it has efficiency. Oh, it does. I left bone meal on the ground. Wait, let me pick it up. There we go. How fast is this? Oh my goodness, it's nearly instant. Okay, that'll make a pretty big difference. Looks like that one hit the ceiling, so maybe if we went like a few more blocks taller than that, it would probably be good. I bet. Dude, scaffolding is so awesome. You can just build it out like wherever you need to go. Oh, too far, I guess. But I mean, then I can like stack it up. Actually, you know, can you do different levels? So like, if I wanted to make a scaffolding thing at this level. Oh no, it goes at the top level. Weird. I guess if I... Oh my. How do you place these? I like that. Oh, then I can kind of do another level. And then when it gets to the break-off point, then it just falls like sand, and then you can stack it up. And once it hits the ground, I think you can make it go further. It's like it needs support periodically, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense. So, pretty cool. This might have been a little higher than I realized. This is going to take quite a bit of digging. Might have to do something else to break it up, you know? Get some variety in there. So, my pick is almost broke, and I figured we could switch things up and start messing with, like, organizing the portals. Because right now, this this sign that says stronghold question mark, like, that's as far as the organization goes. So, one way I was thinking of organizing it would be... Oop, don't go in the portal. Would be to make paths. So if we had like a really natural looking path here, it wouldn't, we'd probably open up this entire area and just have like trees and stuff in between, but that's more digging, so I want to do something different first. But yeah, if we have like a path like this, we could make it a different block to have it stand out more. In fact, we could even maybe have it be the block relative to... Wait, let me just show you. So this is the stronghold, and if we just snag some of these mossy cobblestone, or mossy stone bricks, then we could maybe build the path out of that, so that it's really obvious, even if you don't know where the path is going, it'd be really obvious, like, oh, this is the stronghold path, or oh, this is the path back to my base, or oh, this is the path to, I don't know, some other random place. The Guardian Farm, maybe. So we could have it, like, be color-coded with blocks or something. Yeah, so maybe like this or something. It might get a little messy if we have a lot of different types of paths like all coming together. Just imagine like this is the central area or something, and each of these different blocks is a different path. Like, this could look a little strange, just having like all these random blocks that have no like overall color palette like colliding. That might look a little funky, so I don't know. Alright, we're gonna repair the pick because I think I gotta clear out that area to even be able to get a sense of how the path stuff will work, but I wanted to test something. So let's set our respawn point at the anchor thingy. And then we're going to go to the end. I want to see if, like, when I hop through the portal, if I get sent back to the overworld or if I get sent back to here. Oh no. One of them got out. Okay. Well, that expedited the testing process. Okay, so we do get sent here. And then it uses up one of the glowstone things. Okay, that's cool. So we don't even have to go to the overworld and go back through the portal. Very convenient. Alright, swap this to the offhand so we can get the XP for mending and endure the extremely loud Enderman sounds. I turn the sand down. Oh, there we go. The pick is full. Perfect. Now, we can go check. Whee! Can go check where this takes us. Hey! And it doesn't use up a little thing. Cool. Instant access. So I am kind of leaning toward using the warped warp blocks, and then maybe just at the portal corners we would put the significant block. I like doing this sometimes because then it's just like, you don't, whoopsie. You don't need a sign to tell you where it is. You can just like look at the blocks and instantly realize it. So it's like, oh, stronghold. Now, these warped warp blocks are very similar to the other blocks we're using, right? The warped nylium. But what if we raised it off the ground? Because I have this area over here, and it gave me an idea. There was a creeper explosion that happened, and I didn't have blocks, so I just made a bridge. But if we did that on purpose everywhere, and just made like a little bridge area, and then made at the bottom, you know, put the warped nylium and stuff, then that would be really distinctive, you know? It would make the bridge and the pathways more obvious to each portal. And that might actually look really cool, I think. Okay, so I got the first path laid out, and I cleared out a ton of area. And I think that the first path we'll start with is the one to the stronghold, because that's the one we'll use the most. So it's the most important one. And then what we can do is just maybe like 1 block away on each side. We'll make it like a roughly a 3 block wide path. It's going to be a little bit irregular shaped, and that's okay. If it looks kind of natural but not too curvy, I think that that would probably be perfect. So if we just kind of dig out on the side like this, and we should be able to get the start of a bridge here. So that's a rough path. It's plenty wide enough that we're not just going to fall off when we're running down it. But it's thin enough that you'll definitely be able to see like the spaces in between. And also, I'm thinking maybe we turn this portal. Actually, let me show you a cool trick with portals. Yeah, so the Nether portal will always try and maintain the direction you're facing. So if we're facing north here, and the portal is on the same axis, then when we pop through, we'll still be facing north. You see this? Yeah, so now that it's kind of not ideal because we're facing south here. So what we could potentially do is actually just move this room around and, you know, like dig this out maybe and then make a room. So we can maybe fix that later. For now, let's just worry about the Nether. And I think that in terms of the Nether, it makes a lot more sense to have the portal facing this way. Because then, yeah, look, we can see the home portal from here, and then we can see the stronghold portal. So, yeah, I really like that you can just visually be like, I want to go to that portal, or I want to go to that one, or I want to go to that one. That's already a big improvement. All right, cool. We got the main path from our base to the stronghold, at least the rough draft version of it. We got that done. So now we can start branching off of the main branch and get to these other portals. So I think we could maybe like, so we have 2 options here. Let me demonstrate. So we could either make a path that goes like not like totally perpendicular. So it's almost like a Y, right? Like if this is the Y, because most of the time we're coming from the base, so it might make sense to have this branch here. Or alternatively, we could make a path that goes like this, and this is more perpendicular, right? Now, if we're coming from the base, then that means, you know, we got to run this way, and then we got to like take a sharp turn and hopefully not fall off. I feel like the Y thing would probably make more sense, personally. Because like I said, we're going to be coming from the base portal, or we're going to be going to the base portal mostly. Yeah, let's try the Y and see how we like it. You know, I was thinking it also might be kind of cool looking to have like a vein in the center of the path. So if we used, I don't know if snow blocks will work for this. We could give it a little bit of a shot. And then we can make it maybe look a little bit more interesting. That looks kind of strange. Does it look any better if it's wider? I don't know. I kind of like the idea of a vein, but I don't really like how it looks with the white. I was kind of hoping that that would work, but I don't know. It's not terrible. Maybe it would actually look better if there was more of it. Because right now it's like the only white in the entire area. I think I like it. I think it would look a lot better with lights. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with the lighting here. We might like stick some shroom lights on the underside of the bridge or something. But when it's lit up, it looks pretty cool. I wonder if the bone blocks would be more appropriate though, because they're a little more dark and like gritty. Like, would this look weird? The line is strange. What about the circle part up? This might look really weird. Yes, it is very weird. Looking at these two closely, I think this has more of the same shades of blue, like kind of there and there. It sort of matches this better. So I think we're going to stick with the snow for now. If I come up with a better idea later, we can change it. But this is looking pretty okay. Or at least visually interesting, and that's all I really need. Honestly, I'm kind of glad we're not using the bone blocks because I sort of need all the bone meal for spreading this stuff everywhere and for growing the trees too. Oh, check this out. So I figured out a really efficient way to grow these trees because normally they are so just they grow like all over the place and it's hard to deal with. But if you put them right next, like the trunk, right next to some scaffolding, I had to check the name. Then look, ta-da! You just climb up, and you're right next to everything. Oops. Also, sometimes you break the scaffolding. But usually it's not too bad because you can climb all the way to the top of the tree really easy and just farm it up. I think I finally know what to do about the shroom lights. Because they are like... It is pretty blatant to have one like on the ground. Where is one? Oh, there's one. It's kind of, it's very, very orange. But if we do that, then there's still a little bit of orange. It lets the light through, but it doesn't look too crazy different from everything else. So that might be the strat. Let's try it over here too. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Perfect. Man, this is taking a lot longer than I expected, but we're definitely getting some results. So we got the bridges all set up. So now we can start clearing out the netherrack and make like sort of a moat kind of thing down here. We're not going to make it really deep, just like 2 or 3 blocks down probably. Alright, that's already looking kind of cool. I'm trying to hollow out some of the space under the bridge too, so it actually feels like we're walking over, air, instead of just walking on ground with some ditches next to it. And I think that if we fortify like underneath the portals, so if we maybe put some like, I don't know, maybe just have kind of a vine sort of thing, maybe like tendrils or something like that coming out from the portals, then it might look a little bit fortified at the portal, but then the rest of it will be totally suspended. So that might be kind of cool. And then the tendrils will also give us a way to get up too, which will be important because inevitably we're gonna fall off. It's gonna happen. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Having like a bunch of space under the bridges, but then it's supported with these weird like tendril like vine sort of looking things. I don't know what they are, but they let us get up, and that's all that matters. So I think, oh, actually before we start like organizing the portals, I do want to put down some of this. We're not just gonna leave it netherrack. I actually want to put, we could put crimson down here maybe. That might be an idea actually. Man, I have run out of time. Oh. Okay, so here's the idea that I got going on. So we got like a crimson side. I haven't changed everything over yet, but the idea is we'll have like this crimson side over here by the piglin farm, and then the rest of it will pretty much be warped. And then there'll be little tiny patches of red, maybe even some crimson grass mix into the blue stuff. That's my thought. So like we can just have, little bits of it. Obviously I'll fill it out later. Oh man. But the digging and the bone meal placing have just taken a lot of time. So I think we should probably organize the portals, and then that might have to be the end. Okay, so before we organize the portals, I had a thought, and I want to give it a try. So I'm thinking one of these two might actually look better than the snow blocks in the center, because the purple sort of matches with the portal, and that might make it look cool. And then we could also use the outside, potentially. Oh, that's really red though. Wait, actually the outside it warped. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yes. What about up and down actually? Let me check up and down too. No, it's way better with the vine things on the ground. Okay, cool. So then we'll swap the snow over to be the warped stems, which It makes it a little less jarring, and it matches the portal a little bit better. So it has like, there's like a visual transition between the green and then the purple. Oh wait, actually it kind of looked good mixing the direction up. Oh yeah. Well, that looks cool. Okay, so I'll finish that later. But now we're going to take a look at what these portals are, because I honestly don't know. So if we're gonna mark them, oh, this one will be easy to mark. I actually have some packed ice already, so we can just stick some packed ice on the corners of this one. That makes sense because there is like a big glacier really close to our base. So I see. I apparently just put a portal to save me like 30 seconds of walking. You know, maybe just the blocks in the corner is enough. I was thinking about maybe like adding on a bunch or something. That just looks silly. Looks like it has Mickey Mouse ears. Alright, so probably I'll just do that. Now let's check this middle one here. Fascinating. So it goes to a cave that hasn't been lit up. I assume this is not where it's supposed to take me, but I'll just pick up some of these, some stone, and place that on the corners. I do know a couple of these portals were kind of worthless, so this one, it might go somewhere else. I'm not really sure. That tree grew right into the ceiling. All right, let's check out this place. Oh. This just goes to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Okay, let's put some jungle leaves. It might not look super great. We'll see. Because anytime you have to put grass-colored things in the Nether, ugh. Yes, that is about what it looks like. I think that's okay. Because you can see the little berries clearly, so it's like, oh, there's something obvious there. This, I want to change, because it looks too similar to the stronghold. This is the, it's a copper farm now. It used to be a gold farm. You can see all the gold ore. Do I have copper here, though? Ideally, I think we'd want to put some copper blocks in the corner. There we go. I will pick those up later. Full inventory. Oh yeah, check this out. I just made like a little transition point, because like the grass, and then there's the warped nylium, and then there's the warped blocks. And so it kind of makes a nice transition, I think. It's better than just the stone and dirt that was there before, I do believe. Alright. This is now a copper farm. I kind of wish it was still a gold farm, but we can make a gold farm eventually in the future. Oh, you know what? Instead of the jungle leaves there, because those look kind of indistinct from far away, I was thinking about changing the corner blocks on the home portal, because like the wood, I don't know, that doesn't really make any sense. So we could probably put the jungle blocks, or the jungle logs, at the jungle, and then we could put some more homey block at our home portal. Yeah, I think that makes more sense visually. Like, if I want jungle wood, it's like, oh, look at that, it's a forest, you know? I really want it to be, like, visually identifiable, like, you know? I don't want to have to think about, oh, I need to go to the portal that's at 300. I just want to, oh, pff, you know, packed ice, or pff, copper, or boom, stronghold, you know? I think that we are achieving that. I wonder if moss would work. Because, like, relative to everything else in the Nether, the moss is very green. So that makes it stand out. And also nothing else can be this green, so like if you look at it, it's like, oh yes, that's home. For sure. Yeah, I think that'll work. Well, is our nether hub done? No. I would say no. Is it an improvement over what it was? Definitely. I mean, we got way more space, which is pretty cool, and we're adding in some trees, and we'll probably add in some more space, like expanding out that way or that way. And our portals are way more organized now. This is so much better. Like, I can easily just walk straight to the stronghold portal, which saves me time, you know, rather than like going through the maze we had before. And we got access to all the other portals, like just, I mean, it's very visual. We can just look across and see like, oh, I want to go to a cave. I don't know why there's a portal that goes here. All the other places are important though. The jungle, you know, the stronghold, the packed ice, the copper farm. So yeah, this is definitely an improvement. We'll have to work more on it in the future, but I think for now that is going to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and the working in the nether and trying to make it a little bit nicer looking. And that is going to be all from me today. So I'll catch you next time. Later.